Gentlemen, ladies, boys and girls, cats, more birdheads, welcome back to another episode of the Borderlands 3 Lootpedia. Basically, what we're doing on this is we're going map by map. We're tracking down every single enemy's dedicated drop and showing what the drop rate is, where to farm it, and every once in a while, a little bit about the item that we're farming. On today's episode, we start DLC 4, and we are going to start at Castle Crimson, which is the first map in this DLC where you can actually farm items. And we're going to start off by going to the central fast travel station on this map. From this central starting point, there are 4 different enemies that we can go farm. First, we're going to start things off with Sponge Boss. Now, Sponge Boss has a ridiculous amount of health. To get to Sponge Boss, we're going to take this jump pad back across toward the beginning of the map, and we're going to cut across that way. And so we're going to go up the pathway here. We're going to trigger a save station here, and then we're going to run around to this point where we fight Sponge Boss, who is a SpongeBob reference. Big surprise there with a name like Sponge Boss, right? Okay, so here we are at the save station, like I said, right here. Now from here, we just got to run around to this point of the map and fight Sponge Boss. All right, and here's Sponge Boss, who lives in a fleshy pineapple under the sea. I don't know what the hell is going on here. I helped. All right, run number 1. We didn't get it. We got a Convergence. Convergence is actually a really, really good shotgun. So let's try again. All right, run number 2. There we go, the P.A.T Mark III, and this one's a URAD one. It's a decent gun, but unfortunately the TDR nerf really hurt all the TDRs, and the P.A.T Mark III is one that got hit pretty bad because of that. Moving on, we're now at Evil Brick and Mordecai. So our farming spot will be right here. This is where we hit our save station. You can still start from the same fast travel. You have to hit this jump pad, go across this way, come over here, and then we drop into Evil Brick and Mordecai's lair right here. There are vending machines right here before each farm, so make sure you re-gear your ammo. Much like a lot of enemies in this DLC, these guys have an insane amount of health. Keep that in mind before you start this farm. And we got the plus ultra from Brick on the first run, and from Mordecai we got the faulty star. Yep, so not what we're after on either of those. What'd you drop? There's our flare class mod. And a Loveable rogue from Mordecai, which is, unfortunately, that's a world drop. I can't count that on this. It does need to come from Brick for that to be considered the dedicated drop, but we did get the flare, so that's good. There we go. There's the Loveable rogue. I'm helping. What we got? There we go. There's the Septimator Prime. Took us 8 runs to get all 3 of the drops from these guys. That's not actually that bad. I remember doing like 50 run farms, 100 run farms on Borderlands 2. I'm okay with an 8 run farm to get 3 different items, so not too bad. Okay, here we are at the Evil Lilith farm. So as you can see, you have to ascend up to this point of the map, which again, if you use the middle fast travel station, the Crimson Castle Walls fast travel, you're just gonna run forward, and then you gotta do some parkours and then go up the thing here. There is a jump pad like right in the middle of these stairs, so you don't have to take all the stairs up. Once you get to the top, there is a save station. You'll start all of your farms from the save station right at the top, and then it's just a matter of going up here and going through this portal. Quick note about these portals: if you're doing DLC 4, do not slide through the portals. You will crash your game. Don't know why. It's been reported to the devs. Don't know if that's something they can fix or not, but don't slide through the portals. Okay, let's do this farm. This is gonna suck. I'm helping. Okay, run number 1. We got some drops. We got a faulty star and a skin. Never mind. Oh, did we get the prompt critical? There we go. Double penetrating, gratifying, prompt critical. Not bad. So since every named enemy in this DLC can drop any of the, basically almost any of the items, Evil Lilith has in her loot pool the prompt critical, but she also world dropped me a prompt critical as well. So pretty wild. Yay, we got the Muse. Sweet. So this thing used to be able to roll with 3 points in Illuminated Fist, which was just ridiculous. It's completely not necessary to have those 3 points in there, but do be looking for that those points in Laid Bare that you can get. So keep that in mind. This is actually one of Amara's better class mods, all things considered. All right, what we got? There it is. Oh, it wasn't adapting, but it is ×3. All right, there you go. There's the Bloodstarved Beast. That thing is an amazing weapon. Okay, so now we're gonna go farm General Blister Plus, who can drop all of the DLC for class mods. We're just going to get any one of the class mods just to show you that that's what he can drop. To farm General Blister Plus, you do need to do a good egg side quest on this DLC, and right here on the map is where your save station will be after you complete that side quest. And from there, it's just a matter of running forward and going into this little zone over here, and that's where General Blister Plus will spawn way back in the back here. And nothing on run number 1. I just want to get a class mod from him at this point. Here we go. Got a flare from him. Still a source for the class mods. Took us 5 runs to get one for what that's worth. So might be better off just farming each of the class mods dedicated sources in the DLC. This gives you another location. Again, right here is where General Blister Plus will spawn. Save station is right here. So it's a real fast farm to get to him. I'm told by people in chat that it could be as much as a 25% drop chance from him. So 1 in 4 chance. In my runs, it feels closer to a 10 to 15% drop chance. Now we are on Sapphire's run. And before we get over to Locomobius, I did want to point out that if you do the side quest over here called Check Please, you can fight a guy called Blackheart King who can drop all the purple versions of most of the guns from this DLC, along with some of the purple versions of shields from this DLC, a lot of which cannot be anointed for whatever reason though. So keep that in mind. But if you want to mess around with those, this is where you can go to do that. So you would go over into this area. Finally, at the very end of Sapphire's run, like I said, you have to go all the way through this map to get to this point. You're going to go through a portal, which brings you over here. You will be right beside these vending machines right here on the map, and that will trigger this save station here. From there, you're going to take this jump pad across, and we're going to fight Locomobius. Not the most fun fight in the game. You do need to bring something corrosive. Boss is weak to corrosion. So good for fights like this. My God, quit flinging me over the map. All right, did we get the Hustler? Yay, we got the Hustler. All right, 5 runs to get that. This is rough. I couldn't hit a cow's arse with what? What exactly was that thing? All right, we got some drops here. Got the Loveable Rogue and the Blind Sage. Ooh, that's a times 18 Blind Sage. Too bad this gun sucks. All we need now is the Faulty Star, which we get everywhere else from every enemy in the game all the time, 24/7. Can't get it from its dedicated drop. Shortcut. What we got? Oh my God, we got some drops this time. What else in here? There's the Faulty Star. Yay! Moving on now to the Benediction of Pain map, which is one of the last 2 maps that we got left to go here. And we only have 1 enemy on this one that we need to farm, and that is Dr. Benedict. There is another side quest enemy on this map that you can go farm to get class mods, just like you could with General Blister Plus. You're probably better off just actually farming the actual sources for the class mods. Higher chance to get what you're looking for. So to get to Dr. Benedict, we need to go all the way through the map to this part right here. So I will see you guys when we get over there. And now we are here at the save station right before we drop into Dr. Benedict's place. So let's go take care of this dude. There's also a really cool Easter egg in here for the Max Sky stuff. If you've never done this, if you get inside this box and then push the button, if you follow the steps, I won't tell you what the steps are, you need to go figure that out for yourself, but you do this and then you get to go on a trip. It's pretty wild. Whee, here we go. And we're back. That's a fun little Easter egg right there. All right, Dr. Benedict on run number 1 gave us a lob and a Faulty Star. None of his dedicated drops. Walk card level up. Got something. Here we go. Convergence. Ooh, redundant shot convergence. All right. Don't mind if I do. Thanks, game. All right, what we got? There's our plus ultra. Nice. All right, took us 5 runs to get 2 of the drops. Now all we got left is the Peregrine. There it is, the Peregrine. Ooh, weapon critical damage. Weapon damage. Holy crap. Yes, please. Thank you. Peregrine is a really good class mod for flak mains if you're doing anything with grenades and you're doing a rack attack build. All right, now we are at Valhalla, and there is a couple things you guys need to know about Valhalla. Number 1, the first time you come in here, you might notice these little yellow squares, and when you shoot them, they actually take damage and then they change to a green color. There's 3 in this first area, so go and shoot all of those. Go through the portal. When you get into this next area, Immediately behind you over the door, there's one there. There's one over to the right-hand side, and there's one above the door. All right, and then after you drop in to fight Psycho Reaver, there's some more squares that we need to shoot, but first let's focus on killing this guy. All right, so in his teleport phase, I'm actually going to take that opportunity to shoot all these squares. There's one there, and then one over here on this wall that's hidden behind all these blocks right there. So that equals our 9 for this area that we needed to shoot. And there you have it, Psycho Reaver down. First kill, we got a Rebound, a freaking shock one at that, so not too bad. It is a 15% drop chance, and we also got a world drop, a redundant convergence with fire. Very nice. Since we've activated all of these in the previous area plus here, now we can go through the portal, and in this room there are some more of those squares that you gotta shoot. First one is going to be inside of this room right here, which is on the wall right there. I don't know if you can see that or not. So you smash through this floor. As you can see, it's kind of busted up. Then you can shoot this thing. All right, and then when you jump up to this one, there is a block right here that you can shoot. Then when you walk through these doors, there's one here, and that'll open up this set of doors. Inside of here, you got some treasures. But in the very back, hidden up underneath of these things, there's one there, one way up on this wall, and one way up on this wall. All right, also in this room, underneath the platform, when you first walk in the room, you first walk in here, there's one underneath of here. Then there's one when you turn and face back toward the door underneath here, and then on the opposite side as well. Okay, up here on the back wall, there's 1, 2, and 3 there. And then over here in this tiny little corner up on the upper platform, and this little corner up here on this upper platform, and then immediately above you, above the final door, you shoot that one, and that'll open up this final door. And there you go, bonus treasure room. Come on, baby. You know you want to drop this thing. Yay, the Major Kong. There we go. And that is everything for DLC 4. All right, moving on now to DLC 6. Earlier on in this series, I actually showed some of the DLC 6 enemies, including on Pandora, Karas Canyon, where we fought Beef Pliskin, who drops the free radical. We showed that. That is actually a DLC 6 thing, so keep that in mind. And then on Promethea, we showed Echelon Row, which is actually a DLC 6 area as well, but it is located on that map, so I did want to include it with that. But we had Sumo, who drops the Revolter, and then we also did the Gravekeeper on Enoch's Grove on Eden 6. So keep in mind that those things, even though we showed them on their respective maps, they are tied to DLC 6. That said, we do have one final enemy on DLC 6 that I want to show you guys, and that is the Seer. Now, the Seer is a very tough fight. You get some really good story when you go through this mission. This is part of the Ava's Murder Mysteries. Now, when you get DLC 6 and you want to start the Ava's Murder Mysteries, you have to go to her room on Sanctuary, grab the mission, which is located at her desk. Then you will do all those other areas that I told you about that I showed you guys on previous maps. And then it culminates with this mission where you get to fight Seer at the end. So to farm Seer, we do need to go all the way through this map till we get to these vending machines, and then there's a save station right beside of them. Then we just drop in and fight the Seer. So I will see you when we get to the other side of the map. All right, so we are now located right here by the save station for this farm, and you do want to get yourself a good shock weapon. So I'm actually going to jump down with my shock Tizzy. I'm going to give my clone a shock Sandhawk. All right, let's go murder this guy. Also, he has an armor bar as well, so keep that in mind. There we go, that was nice. There we go, there's the critical mass. Jacob's weapon critical, sniper rifle damage. This says Sniper Zane right here to me. Nice, that's a good critical mass, thank you. All right, are we done? Yay, there's the rocket pod. Woo! He also dropped a revolter and a heat exchanger. Seer can drop quite a few things. You can even get the company man, some other crazy stuff from this as well. So now we are on to the final bit of DLC 6 content. In order to get this mission, you need to go to Claptrap's room on Sanctuary 3. There'll be a mission in Claptrap's room on Sanctuary 3 called You Will Die Over and Over. And when you accept that mission, make sure before you leave Claptrap's room, you open up the box that you get the mission from, because inside there's 500 iridium, which will pay your gate fee to get into HEMOVOROUS. Also, make sure that you've got a good corrosive weapon and a good fire weapon, because that's the two things that HEMOVOROUS is going to be weak to. All right, so now that we're in Dark Thirst Dominion, we paid the 500 iridium to go through the gate. I do have a video on the company man on how to farm this thing, so you can bypass having to pay for that gate over and over if iridium is an issue for you. That should be on the screen right here. All All right. Now, once you kill Hemovorous, if you want to, he's the only one that actually has dedicated drops in here. Vermivorous does not. If you want to, you can actually let Vermivorous kill you. You'll respawn back up top and the door will remain open. This works on Mayhem 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and Mayhem 11. So keep that in mind if you want to do that so that you can easily farm Hemovorous without having to pay the 500 Iridium over and over again. Now, conversely, you can go ahead and kill Vermivorous if you want to, but there's not any reason. He doesn't have any dedicated drops. And as you can see, here's our Atlas replay and our Company Man, a Malawan Company Man with melee damage, shock damage. Not a good one. You want to try and find one that has 50% on each of those rolls. Good luck getting that, though. And then the Atlas replay is a really, really, really good gun. Definitely recommend getting you one of those. There we go. Thank you, clone. Jesus. There's our Ionic Disruptor, and the only thing that we're missing at this point is the ringer. All right, is this the run, chat? Yes, this was the run. Yes. Oh, and a 30-30-30 Company Man. Wow. Wow. Okay. Well, there you have it, guys. That is all the content for DLC 6. I showed you guys a nice, fast way to farm for the Company Man and the Ionic Disruptor, how to kill Hemovorous and Vermivorous. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, hit that like button, hit subscribe, tap the bell icon for more. When we come back on the next episode, we will jump into Proving Grounds, Slaughter Maps, and then we're off to the in-game content. Thursday this week, there will be no stream. If you're watching on YouTube, that's today when this video comes out. For those of you guys watching live on Twitch, that's tomorrow. I won't be streaming tomorrow. I've got an eye doctor's appointment, so I will see you guys when I come back on Friday. You guys have an awesome day. I will see you in the next video. Y'all take care.